Succession is one of those shows that feels larger than life but also painfully familiar. On the surface, it is about billionaires fighting over control of a global media empire. But underneath, it is about family, loyalty, betrayal, and what people will do when love and power collide. That is what makes it so addictive, and why it has been called one of the best shows of the decade. But beyond the drama and the quotable insults, Succession actually teaches us some surprising lessons about power, family, and even ourselves. Let's break them down. The first lesson is that power without love is empty. Logan Roy, the patriarch of the family, commands empires and terrifies his children. But deep down, he is isolated. He pushes his children to fight for his approval, but he never gives it freely. The show reminds us that power can demand loyalty, but it cannot create genuine connection. In the end, it leaves you surrounded by people who fear you, not people who love you. The second lesson is that family shapes who we become, for better and worse. Every one of the Roy children is damaged by the environment they grew up in. Kendall is desperate for his father's approval. Shiv struggles to balance ambition with authenticity. Roman hides his insecurities behind humor and cruelty. Connor retreats into delusion. They are all different, but they are all products of the same house. Succession shows how family legacies ripple through generations, even when people try to break free. The third lesson is that money cannot buy security. The Roys are billionaires. They have yachts, penthouses, and more wealth than most people can imagine. But that does not protect them from fear, betrayal, or heartbreak. In fact, the money often makes it worse. The higher the stakes, the more fragile the relationships become. Succession reminds us that money can buy comfort, but it cannot buy trust, stability, or peace of mind. The fourth lesson is that ambition without purpose is destructive. The children all want to take over the company, but very few of them seem to know why. Is it love for the business or just the need to win? The series pushes us to ask ourselves, what are we really chasing? Do we want success for its own sake, or do we want to build something meaningful? Without purpose, ambition just tears people apart. The fifth lesson is that truth eventually comes out. No matter how much the Roys try to spin the media, hide scandals, or manipulate one another, the truth has a way of surfacing. Secrets, lies, and cover-ups might work in the short term, but in the long term they corrode trust. Succession is a brutal reminder that reality always wins. Finally, Succession shows us that even the most powerful families are fragile. Beneath the wealth, the Roys are just a family full of wounds, grudges, and desperate love. And that is what makes the show so relatable. Strip away the billion-dollar yachts and you still see siblings competing for approval, children seeking love, and parents leaving scars that never heal. In the end, Succession is not just a show about billionaires. It is a show about us. It forces us to look at our own families, our own ambitions, and our own struggles for connection. That is why it resonates so deeply and why people will be talking about it for years to come. So if there is one thing Succession teaches us, it is this. Power fades. Money comes and goes. But the way we treat the people closest to us, that is the legacy that truly lasts.